Okay. Well, hello everyone. Um, I set up my own feed here on YouTube for my blogging to see if maybe my videos might be added just a little bit easier. Um, it seems that there is some fuzziness to my videos for some reason, and I spoke to one of the members for standing up for what I believe in. It's the name of my blogging group on Facebook. Once again, that is standing up for what I believe in. And this morning I talked a little bit. I talked about this judge lifting the ban about bringing letting the Iranians back into our country. I mentioned a little bit about my boss. Let me clarify that. He is my ex-boss. I used to write for a biker magazine called Push Start Magazine. He is fixing to take it off of production. It has been a biker magazine in Florida, from Sefner all the way into Clearwater. We did benefits and everything else. So if you happen to live there in Florida, you might want to check it out because Boogeyman Bobby, once known as Crazy Zach, is fixing to retire the magazine. So let's get back to about what's going on with this United States. Let's see, there's healthcare issues. There's people that doesn't have insurance, and everybody's worried about losing Obamacare. Come on, that was a joke. I would like to talk about this pipeline that's going on in Oklahoma. Hopefully, Trump will realize what a mistake that would be to the environment. I would like to also state that I support them. I do not believe that the pipeline should be going in and everything else. Native Americans have lost too much in this country anyway. And besides, I'm tired about hearing the blacks complain about them being shot because of their color. Let's talk about, a race of people that has been, kicked and mistreated and overlooked and everything else. 1973, there was an incident at Little Bighorn. I was a child then. I went to go visit my grandparents. My uncle and my grandfather were killed during that. My uncle it is on record that there was a Cherokee Indian that was killed that was never able to be identified because of what was done to his body. That was my uncle. So, grow up, black people. Get over it. Start teaching your children to pull their pants up. And all you white mamas and daddies that has kids running around with their britches hung down past their butts, thinking that it's cool, light up that butt, make them realize that they need to pull them up. Y'all might get tired of me talking about that, but, I really don't give a crap. So, anyways, I really hope that Donald doesn't pass that. My prayers and everything else goes out to the people that is protesting against that and everything else. Um, I finally hope that Tennessee legalizes marijuana. Don't see that happening, but I hope they do. We are allowed to use the hemp oil. Good fucking deal. You know, you ain't never heard of a motherfucker going out and killing somebody because they were driving stoned. Me and Boogeyman Bobby, we talked some more about the island issue, about setting people up on an island, and getting people that has 3 strikes to watch the island, and anybody who tried to escape, shoot them, kill them, and let the animals of the ocean take care of the body. It would save the taxpayers a lot of money because we wouldn't have to put them up in the penitentiary and feed those motherfuckers and pay for the lights that it takes to run the penitentiary. Yeah, a lot of people would be out of jobs, but that's beside the point. Because there's a lot of people that makes a job out of being a criminal because they're too lazy to get out and do something else. Then they want to blame it on where they grew up at. They want to blame it on because they've been abused, and all this. Come on. I was abused from the time I was brought into this world until, I ran away from home at the age of 14. So, there's no excuse. Believe me, if I could work, I'd be doing it. I'd rather be working than depending on the government to send me a measly $735 a month. I don't even know how much longer, my house is going to be standing because even though me and my husband own this property, we do not have the money to fix it up. To a lot of people, it's a dump, but to me, it's a roof over my head. It's not the greatest thing in the world. If his kids had taken care of it, if his girlfriend had taken care of it when she was alive, it wouldn't be like this. So, we just recently got the back and the front cleaned up. Pretty bad when you got almost a 30-year-old and a 20-something-year-old that don't even know how to carry dishes to the sink or, carry out trash. That's bad. But enough of that. I want to give y'all something to think about. They're trying to take away our rights to carry weapons. If you have a domestic violence charge here in Tennessee, you're not allowed to have a concealed weapon, or you're not allowed to carry any guns. You can bow hunt, but you're not allowed to carry any guns. Why don't they do that with people in other states that go out and do robberies? And this identity check and felony check that they got going on, that ain't gonna stop somebody from getting a weapon if they want a weapon. Because they can always buy it illegally. They can go find some motherfucker that's selling guns out of his trunk. And purchase a weapon that way. So I want to give y'all something to think about. If they take away our rights to use weapons and everything else, and we surrender them, like in Australia, how are we going to defend ourselves? Obama comes in and he shuts down some of our military bases. He cuts back on some of the military bases while we're in war, which made a lot of motherfucking sense. Then he gets up before he won the presidency again and vows that all of our troops is going to come home. Then not even a month later, he stands and announces in a press conference that he's sending more troops back over. You know, this war's been going on since 2011. You know, Bush had to listen to the general when he told them that they found enough weapons when we was over there in Desert Storm that they would start another war and that it needed to be destroyed. If Bush would have listened and let them destroy all those weapons, you know, it's a good possibility that none of those people would have died. If the FBI would have listened to the gentleman that sent them proof, okay, that there was 3 people that came to his business, wanted to learn how to fly a plane, but they did not want to learn how to land it, and he refused to teach them. He sent the names, he sent documentations, he sent them addresses, phone numbers, pictures, and everything. And what did Homeland Security do? Ignore it. Then what happened? They hit on the Twin Towers, the Pentagon, the plane that went down. You know, people lost their lives, okay, are still losing their lives over that. You know, if President Bush would have kept his mouth shut and not made the comment that he did, then everything would have been alright.